Greater Green Bay Community Foundation is really here to connect people who want to make a difference with the needs of our community. And we previously did not have a space where we could be easily accessible to the community, and this move really makes that possible.
The mission of the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation really is about inspiring, encouraging charitable giving across our entire community and connecting those who really want to have an impact with the organizations who are doing important work. Community foundations are a place to gather. They really serve as important conveners across our community, a place for donors, nonprofits, community leaders, others that are really trying to affect change in our community to come together, talk about the issues, learn from each other, understand them better, and determine how we can best affect change. And a move to a location like this is a significant upgrade in our ability to do that.
The updates that we made to the building were all really about making it more accessible for the community, making it a welcoming place where everybody feels like they can come and work and collaborate with us. So between growing the greater good and collaborating across the community, those are the things we really had in mind as we made updates to this building.
As we thought about this space in downtown Green Bay, we felt like the inclusion of a public plaza was going to be really important. It allowed us to reflect our message about the community we live in. It was to honor our past, and we engaged a wonderful, nationally renowned artist named Mark Fisher, who's a member of the United Nations, who really honored the land that we live and work on, but also really reflected the spirit of community, the spirit of cooperation, the spirit of peace, and really to say, this is what our history and where we came from, here's where we are today, and here's where we're going as we come together and work together. We're incredibly grateful to Craig Dickman, Breakthrough, US Venture, Commercial Horizons, and Bob Weyers, who owned the building at the time. And all of them worked really, really closely with us to really understand how could we make that transition from what was Breakthrough space in a very forward-thinking space to moving into an endowed space for our community. We felt like with the entire design team, from Somerville Architects to our landscape architects to Elevate, it's about creating a culture and creating an experience that inspires people to want to do even more good and have an impact. And Elevate played a really important role, not just articulating our brand, but I think really creating that environment that inspires people. And we're incredibly grateful for that.
I hope this space affects everyone and anyone who comes in, right? Our donors who feel like it's a place where they can find resources for doing good in our community, our nonprofits, that they can feel like we're a resource for them to make those connections, and for people who don't know us to become familiar with our work.
We've been working on this a long time, and it's incredibly gratifying to see it come to life. I think even as people are just starting to come into the doors and to see their response to it, and it just feels like home. It just feels right. It feels like it's what it was meant to be, and we can't think of a greater capstone to our 30th year than to be opening the doors to the community.